Good evening, everyone. I'm Deirdre O'Connell, CEO of Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the latest program of our new chapter, Life After New York series. Tonight, we're heading to Florida, a destination that continues to attract so many New Yorkers as they consider their next move. Whether it's the West Coast with the relaxed Gulfside charm of Naples, Bonita Springs, and Sarasota, or the East Coast side charm of East Coast vibrant communities of Boca Raton and Vero Beach, Florida truly offers something for everyone seeking new, relaxing lifestyles in the sun. We're proud to partner with two of our exceptional Sotheby's International Realty colleagues, Premier Sotheby's International Realty and One Sotheby's International Realty, whose local expertise and commitment mirror our own. Leading this evening's discussions are Jackie Teal from Premier Sotheby's International Realty and Chris Anthony from One Sotheby's International Realty, each sharing their insight into the lifestyle and real estate opportunities in each coast of Florida. What makes this collaboration so special is the reach and culture of Sotheby's International Realty, with more than 1,100 offices in 83 countries and over 26,000 real estate advisors. Our network connects extraordinary people with extraordinary properties. It's a culture built on genuine relationships where trust and collaboration transcend borders and elevate every client's experience. At Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty, we take great pride in being part of this remarkable network. Our strong referral partnerships with our Florida affiliates allow us to seamlessly guide our clients as they begin their next chapter, wherever that they may lead. We're delighted you're here with us this evening, and now it is my pleasure to turn the program over to Jackie Teal and Chris Anthony.
Thank you, Deirdre, and welcome to everyone. We're excited to be here today as an affiliate of Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty to share some of the highlights and benefits of considering our Florida markets as your next destination in your life's journey. We'll take a closer look at both Florida's East and West Coast. Each has its own distinctive character and appeal, so we'll highlight the range of coastal lifestyles for you that truly makes Florida such an exceptional place to call home. And before we do, let's, Deirdre talked a little bit about the size and scope of the Sotheby's International Network. Here across our local Florida footprint, we have 2,800 advisors with 83 offices and a total sales volume of almost $17 billion. Again, we're going to talk to you about the Florida's East Coast and West Coast, which has, again, its own very distinct, different lifestyles, and our panelists will do a wonderful job of explaining just what those are. We're going to start by talking a little bit about why we love Florida. So, of course, the very first and foremost is the lifestyle. We enjoy a year-round sunshine of more than 230 days a year. It makes it very easy and enjoyable to spend time outdoors. And here, golf and boating and beach walks aren't just weekend or vacation activities. They're part of everyday life. We have more than 1,300 miles of breathtaking coastline. You'll experience the best of both worlds here in Florida because there's the tranquil beauty of the Gulf's pristine beaches and the Atlantic's vibrant surf culture. And if you love staying active, you'll find no shortage of options from world-class golf courses and tennis clubs to thriving pickleball communities and a lot more. And when the day winds down, the culture and cuisine shine just as brightly as the sunshine. So you can enjoy the performing arts in Naples or explore Miami's global culinary stage. Both offer experiences that make life here very special. Global connectivity, traveling here and traveling anywhere is easy and convenient thanks to 5 international airports that also offer connections to Europe and Latin America and beyond. And high-speed rail has now expanded beyond just connecting Miami and Fort Lauderdale. It now goes into the Orlando area and Central Florida. Healthcare being very important to us. Florida offers exceptional access to top-tier healthcare, nationally ranked hospitals and specialty centers, including the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute in Miami, ranked #1 for ophthalmology, and 5 of America's best in-state hospitals, according to Newsweek. And of course, Florida has some wonderful tax advantages. There is no state income tax. Florida doesn't tax personal income, so wages, salaries, and retirement income, including Social Security, aren't taxed at the state level. So those who are in that season of life can keep more of their retirement savings. No estate or inheritance tax. Florida does not impose a state estate tax or inheritance tax, which is a big advantage when it comes to wealth transfer and future planning. Very reasonable property taxes here, and they're relatively moderate compared to the national average. And there's a homestead exemption, which can also further reduce taxes for primary residences by reducing taxable values and capping annual assessment increases. And there is no intangible property tax. So investment holdings or other intangible assets won't be taxed by the state or local government, which can be advantageous to investors and retirees. I'm part, again, of Premier Sotheby's International Realty, and we have 40 offices that span the coast of Southwest Florida into Central Florida, Orlando area, and then we skip to North Carolina and serve the Charlotte and Western North Carolina markets. So we'll begin by sharing more with you about our Gulf Coast with Naples and Bonita Springs. We have 2 advisors who not only serve the market very well, the real estate market very well, but also are very involved in their communities. And so there are no better advisors to give you an introduction about both of our areas that we'll talk about than Ryan Beatty, who's with our Vanderbilt office, and he's going to talk about Naples and Bonita Springs, and Roberta Tangardi, who will talk about the Sarasota market. She's with our downtown Sarasota office. Southwest Florida is truly a subtropical region. There's the towns of Naples and Marco Island, all the way north to Fort Myers Beach and Fort Myers, and a little below that, Bonita Springs and Estero. And so this region offers many ways to enjoy an active outdoor lifestyle. And whether you're drawn to the outdoors or boutique shopping or fine dining, there truly is something for everyone in the Southwest Florida region. It's a golfer's dream too. There are more golf courses per capita than anywhere in the country. And if you're into boating or fishing or just soaking up the sun on the beaches, the Gulf is the perfect place to do it. We think you'll see why so many people are drawn to the beauty and lifestyle of Southwest Florida. Now I will turn it over to Ryan, who will talk a little bit about the Naples and Bonita Springs market. And to start us off, Ryan, Southwest Florida has received some incredible national recognition recently. Naples was named #1 best place to live and retire by U.S. News and World Report, and Marco Island designated as best beach town, and Port Royal's reputation among the ultra wealthy buyers, it is also very well known. So how do these accolades influence what your clients are looking for?
Jackie, thank you for having me, and everyone, welcome to the Zoom call today. Like Jackie said, I'm Ryan Beatty. I'm located in Southwest Florida, covering from Sanibel Island as the northernmost point, all the way down to Marco Island, everywhere in between. I'd like to start out before answering that, Jackie, of like how, when you're looking at 4 different markets in Florida, the people on this Zoom call, I think it's important to know whatever market you land in, you're making the right choice. Florida is just an amazing state. It offers a lifestyle second to none that I have experienced in my lifetime. So how did I end up here? I'm originally from Michigan. I started coming down here in 1995, and then I graduated from grad school in 2000, and my wife and I, moved down here. We had my mom and dad had a second place down here. Her aunt and uncle lived down here, so it was a great fit for us to start our life and family. And it's kind of interesting how the migration paths of I-75 and I-95 have traditionally connected Florida. So when you're on the west coast of Florida, everybody talks about how it's a slower vibe, it's charming, it's low speed. All the Midwestern people come down I-75 on that migration path. Compared to the east coast of Florida, all the East Coast people, because I-95 goes up to Maine, they come down I-95 and landed there. But like Jackie alluded to earlier, with the growth in the airports and air travel and all of that, it's easy to get anywhere now. So, Florida is wherever you guys end up choosing, I think you're going to be extremely pleased with your choice. But when you get accolades like, being ranked the number one place to live, it is putting our name on the map. I mean, we have been discovered down here. It used to, when I first started coming down here in 85, it was more like a small fishing village. I mean, we have just exploded in population, the housing, and it's such a beautiful area because we are in truly a subtropical region. So we get that warmer weather year round, which is it's a great place if you like an outdoor active lifestyle.
So let's talk a little bit about lifestyle since you mentioned it, something Southwest Florida truly excels at. And, there's world-class golf and a very vibrant art scene. There's wellness-focused communities. How do you help clients define and find the lifestyle that suits their next chapter?
Interesting, Jackie. When I meet with a client for the first time, I tell them I actually sell lifestyles, and real estate is a byproduct of that. I have to find out what kind of lifestyle you want. What are you imagining? What do you see yourself doing in Florida? And then once we narrow that down, we'll find the real estate that fits the lifestyle they're looking for, whether it's an active lifestyle, beach lifestyle, or you want that old Naples lifestyle. We have a lot of golfers, as you said earlier, and then it gets down, do you like to play public golf courses, which were very limited there, or do you want a private equity course? Or we have a niche product called bundled golf, where everyone in the community is a member of the club because the membership is bundled to it. So there's so many opportunities and so many different products for people down here that we'll find them whatever they're looking for and give them the lifestyle they're looking for.
So are you seeing more interest in specific types of communities like master planned or beachside or maybe, 55 plus resort style?
Right now, I'm seeing a huge uptick in the master plan community because they're so amenity rich. A lot of them have golf, but they all have tennis, pickleball, bocce ball. They're going to have a resort style pool. They're going to have fitness centers, restaurants, private walking paths, biking paths. And so there's just so much going on in these master plan communities that give you a lifestyle that you could be looking for. We've seen an uptick in that. The beach is the beach, and you know, you always get traffic there. People want to have sunsets on the beach. But the 55 plus communities, the ones they're building today are so amenity rich. GL Homes has built several down here, and they offer just an incredible smorgasbord of activities for people.
Very good. And on to healthcare. So, healthcare, as mentioned, is very important and always top of mind for buyers, especially those who are relocating or retiring. How important is proximity, are you finding, to the buyers you're working with to top healthcare systems like NCH and Lee Health or Physicians Regional when they decide to decide where they want to be?
Yeah, because moving, when you're looking whether it's full-time or part-time, it is a stressor on somebody. And one of the top, as we're aging, the top questions I always get is, how do I find a doctor down here? And once they get with me and we start looking at some properties, and you just see all the medical facilities, whether you see NCH and Physicians Regional in Collier County or Lee Health in Lee County, they can just see it, and you talk through how much easy access that it is to get doctors and the world-class healthcare that we offer. So it gives a lot of people peace of mind when purchasing in the area. And they also, when you walk through it with them, with technology and everything, if they own two homes, they're going to have two sets of doctors, basically. Let's say you're coming from New York, you have your New York doctor, and then you have your Florida doctors. And they have gotten much better about communicating with each other, which also alleviates a lot of stress in being at two different places.
That certainly does. Are you finding that your customers are asking for concierge medical services or wellness amenities or even proximity to, we have a new specialty center, like is Southwest Florida's Proton Therapy Institute. Have you had questions about those?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because, when you talk about the lifestyle, everybody seems to be living a more active lifestyle. So most people want to know about the wellness amenities within that community they're buying in. And then when we had Obamacare passed, there was a huge uptick in concierge services and concierge doctors, and people just absolutely love the white glove treatment they get because they basically pay an initiation fee with the doctor and on an annual basis, and then they get a white glove service, and they really like that quite a bit. And then when they announce things like getting the Proton Therapy Institute, another world-class facility. And, that's somebody who would be coming down here maybe with pre-existing conditions. But the nice part is they located that right geographically in the middle of our area. So it's accessible from Marco Island to Sanibel Island and everywhere in between. So it just gives a lot of people peace of mind when moving here, and it validates their buying decisions.
Absolutely. So moving on to housing, you mentioned, Collier and Lee counties, they're the main counties in Southwest Florida. And this area offers everything from Gulfront estates to suburban neighborhoods. How do you guide customers in identifying the right housing fit, especially when so many are considering a primary, a secondary, or even an investment property?
Yeah, another great question. And basically, I have a process I walk all clients through, and it starts with the back to the lifestyle. I keeps going back to that, but that's what we sell down here is the lifestyle you're looking for. And then the next critical question is, what are you looking to invest? Um, how much are you looking to invest in this in your house down here? And then we can that will help set up our search parameters, and that's a good starting point to get people to into something that fits their investment portfolio and what the lifestyle they're looking for.
Very good. So along those same lines, how do you approach aligning their lifestyle and value along with their long-term goals for your clients, given today's inventory and price points from everything from luxury condominiums to the ultra-exclusive communities like Port Royal?
Yeah, it's more of an art of aligning all those items together for a customer. And, but when you get with an advisor who is with Sotheby's, we're typically so well versed in all the communities that you're able to once I see three properties with a customer, I'm going to know from a property standpoint what they're looking for, but also, get a much better idea of the lifestyle they're looking for. And when you look at our area in Southwest Florida, the highest when you look at Port Royal, that is the highest price per square foot in our area. And as you radiate out from there, if you go north and east, the further away you get, the price per square foot goes down. So it's matching what they're looking to do from an investment standpoint, how much they're looking to invest down here, and with the amenities to align all those goals that they're trying to accomplish with this next stage in life.
Thank you, Ryan, for these great insights for the Naples area, Naples and Bonita Springs area. Before we go on, though, what we have on the screen compares a little bit about what you get in homes in Naples and Bonita Springs. So could you just at a high level touch on those, please?
Yeah, I mean, here's two sample listings we have. the first one at 1275 Gulf Shark Boulevard, that is in an 18-unit building, 6 stories, but as you can see from the picture, it's directly on the beach. And the list price is 1.65 million. It's located in Coquina Sands, which is in between Pelican Bay and Old Naples. It's just a great location. The next one, 580 Tierra Mar Lane, that is in Pelican Bay, which is a master planned community, over 6,500 homes, 3 miles of private beach, 2 restaurants down on the beach. So it just offers such an amazing lifestyle. It's really quite an amazing place. And you can get in it's like a single family home, but its actually definition is a villa, which in Florida, the state of Florida, definition of a villa is a slim lot. So yeah, at 2.4 million, for 2,000 square feet, you're just over $1,100 a square foot there. But that is a great investment opportunity.
Thank you, Ryan. And now we'll move on to Sarasota. The best way to describe Sarasota is that it's a vibrant coastal region. It blends arts and nature and wellness into an exceptional lifestyle. We like to say the region blends sophistication with a relaxed coastal vibe. There's the cultural energy of the city and the comfort of the suburbs of Lakewood Ranch and Venice's Welland Park. This region, too, offers something for everyone. Residents enjoy world-class cultural institutions like the Ringling and the Sarasota Opera, along with pristine beaches such as Siesta Key, which is ranked #1 in the U.S. for its quartz white sand. And for food lovers, there is a thriving culinary scene. Sarasota's climate also allows the opportunity for an active lifestyle with many choices for golf and tennis and wellness amenities, like communities with nature trails and fitness centers. Roberta will now talk about why so many find their next chapter in what we refer to as Florida's cultural coast. Roberta.
Yes, thank you so
I'm
much
sorry.
for having me today. I really appreciate it. We moved to Sarasota in 2007. We had 2 young children. We wanted a community where we had a sense of family and belonging. We were coming from Minnesota, so very much a Midwest sense of community, and Sarasota provided that right away. We lived on different parts of the area. We lived on Siesta Key, we lived on St. Armand's Key, and then we ended up raising the children in the west of the trail area. We have all of the islands, if you like an island lifestyle or a beautiful downtown condo living experience where you can be walking distance to the opera or any of the movie theaters, and all the restaurants are right there in the downtown. So we have the Quay, which is where the new Ritz is, and Beso, and One Park will be there. So that's going to provide a wonderful place for people to come together, not only in just the community of their building, but the community of being out and about and enjoying everything that it has to offer. When we talk about being the cultural coast of Sarasota, you can enjoy so much live theater, the opera, the ballet. You can go to the Ringling, you can join Ollie and have additional educational programs. If you're looking for places to volunteer your time, we have equine centers and Moat Aquarium. Do you want to volunteer at the hospital? Do you want to hold babies? Do you want to be at the library? So much to do. And we even joke that when you move to Florida, you actually, instead of start aging, you actually reverse aging. And we think you actually become younger because there's so much to do. And I think also the sunshine really fuels you for having additional energy. So I love that. We have Venice, which is a nice community. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit slower. Great place to be down there is Welland Park. That's a brand new community that's being developed down in the Venice area. They are going to have Venice Hospital down there. They have training camp. They have every level of living that you can imagine down there. So many golf courses. And then as you come north, you have all of Sarasota and our barrier islands. And then if you're looking for something a little bit farther east, a little bit farther inland, you could go to Lakewood Ranch, which is the top selling master plan community in the United States of America. And that is right here in Sarasota. So.
Very good. So you named a lot of benefits when it comes to lifestyle, and Sarasota, it has some national recognition too. So how do you take the national lifestyle or the national recognition and the lifestyle accolades and help shape buyer interest, especially those relocating from other high tax or even colder states?
I think, there are a lot of people that have always wanted to enjoy a water lifestyle. So is that going to the beach every day? Is that having your vessel in your backyard? Do you just enjoy walking in the parks that afford water views everywhere you go? Sarasota is a little bit different than the Naples area because you can see water when you're just driving in your car, and the sense of the water is everywhere. All of our beaches are public, so there's no place that you can't get out and enjoy a walk on the beach. My husband and I try to go a couple times a week and always catch the sun rising, so we really enjoy that. We have so many golf courses, just like many cities here in Sarasota. And every different type of ranking of golf. I am not a golfer. I am a boater. We do belong to the Sarasota Yacht Club, which is a platinum club, world recognized. So that's very exciting. And the healthcare system that we have the Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System, which is also in Venice, and then we have Doctors Hospital, and we also have Manatee Hospital. So wherever you are, there is a hospital nearby to ensure that you will be well taken care of. And as Ryan spoke, concierge services, that's a really big trend that we have. There are concierge doctors available and have openings to take new clients coming. And the important part about that is that they will communicate with your doctors back home. So you have that bridge for your healthcare in Florida while you're here 6 months and a day, enjoying homestead exemption, and then being able to communicate with your doctors up north.
And the Sarasota region has great specialist access, especially for cardiac and orthopedic and oncology care.
Mm.
Do those come up more in your conversations as being important with out of state or buyers looking to enter that next chapter of their life?
Yes, they all say, I never want to need it, but tell us about it. So it's definitely important to them. And just we have a frank conversation that, when the time comes and you need it, that you can count on the Sarasota Memorial Health System to take care of you.
Very good. So there are 2 retirement-friendly communities that are on the screen, Del Webb Lakeland Ranch and Brightmoor at Welland Park. Would you like to please touch on them?
So Del Webb's been around for a long time. They have done other communities up and down throughout Florida. We're lucky enough to have 2 Del Webb communities in the Lakewood Ranch area. The reason that people love to join those is for what it's afforded. You're going to have a resort concierge service, and they have a calendar of events. And if you get to the end of the week and you haven't done anything, that's your own choice. There is so much going on. You can join Mahjong Club, Fishing Club, Auto Club, whatever kind of club that you want, and your resort community is there to put that all together for you. Brightmoor at Welland Park is down in Venice. That is a brand new community for us, and we're really excited to have that available as something in the South County versus Del Webb's in the North County. And they are close to the beaches, unlike Lakewood Ranch. So if you want that 50+ community and you want to enjoy all the beach life, Brightmoor down in Welland Park is the place for you.
Great. And Sarasota's housing market is in a unique moment. It's a balanced market. So what opportunities are you seeing right now for buyers, particularly in the 1.2 to $1.8 million range?
So buyers are coming in. They're being very aggressive with their offers. We've definitely seen an uptick just recently with new buyer activity, which always happens, in the last quarter of the year, so that they can enjoy that property in January, February, and March, our peak season. There are some really great values. Houses have been, sitting on the market. We had a quiet storm season, so the sellers are ready. We're ready to put deals together for sure. So there's just a couple of, stats for you there, and we have some great properties that you can compare. So you could be at 1255 North Gulfstream Avenue, which is in the heart of downtown Sarasota at Bay Plaza. You can see the price there is $1,570,000, 3 beds, 3 baths. Or you could live in a single family home in Southside Village in a comparable price to being in a condo downtown. So lots of options.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roberta. Also some very great insights.
Thank you for having me.
So now it is my pleasure to turn it over to Chris Anthony with One Sotheby's, an affiliate partner of ours, who will talk a little bit about, whose advisors will talk a little bit about the East Coast. Chris?
Jackie, thank you so much. You guys did an amazing job. Ryan, Roberta, thank you so much. You gave us some unbelievable insight. I'm Chris Anthony. I'm the Senior Vice President of One Sotheby's International Realty. We handle everything from Miami all the way up basically to Georgia, to Amelia Island, a beautiful little town on Florida's northeast coast. Ryan mentioned before about selling lifestyles and the fact that he doesn't just buy a house, he doesn't just show houses, he shows a lifestyle. And that's really what it is. And our advisors, and I say advisors because we're really not salespeople. We advise and we shepherd them and we guide them to the proper properties that are going to make sense for their lifestyle when people move down to Florida. I myself came from upstate New York. We'll get into that later. But I found my way down to sunny Florida. It is an honor and a pleasure for me to introduce you guys to Jackie Feldman and Rich Boga, both of whom are top 5 agents in our entire company and are amazing human beings as well, more importantly. So let me get it started with Rich Boga, who I jokingly say Rich is the unofficial mayor of Vero Beach. And if you ever want to come down to Vero Beach for a tour, he is going to show you one heck of a time. And I'll just say that you're probably going to be out pretty late. Well, as late as they'll stay open in Vero Beach, right, Rich?
That's about right. Thanks, Chris.
Got it, bud.
Very excited to be here with everyone today and share what I love so much about living and working in Vero Beach. Vero Beach is a little gem on Florida's East Coast. So we're going to jump down to Palm Beach after this, and Jackie will tell you all the great things about South Florida. But Vero Beach has been called the Hamptons of Florida for its small town charm. And you see that clearly when you arrive here. I mean, it is alive and well, but it's charming. We have boutique shopping, we have uncrowded beaches, and we certainly have a relaxed pace of life that's probably more typical of Florida's West Coast. Vero Beach is where you'd find it if you want to be on the East Coast. There is more energy and more to do, especially late at night in South Florida. But in Vero Beach, we go to bed by 9:30 or so. So make sure you're heading out to dinner no later than 8:30. If you're the sort of person who likes to dine real late, this probably isn't the place. We've been called the gateway to the tropics as well. What you'll see in a lot of Vero neighborhoods are the massive old oaks with the live moss hanging from them. You may think of that more as a northern Florida thing. It starts here, hence the gateway to the tropics. So we have those oaks with the Spanish moss. We also have all of the palm trees, of course. Vero is a pretty, so we have two 13-story buildings here that were built in the 70s. And after those went up, everyone said, what the heck are we doing? And we implemented a 35-foot height restriction here. So outside of those two buildings, they're beautiful condos, and they probably start at 700,000. It's a wonderful place to live, and they have incredible views over the rest of Vero. But after those were built, they stopped building densely. And so we have a very, very low density community. And that contributes to the relaxed pace of life here. It's easy to get around, and the beaches are uncrowded. Vero is not all old money. There's a lot of new money here too, but it's all quiet money. So you won't find a lot of purple Lamborghinis in Vero Beach. You have to go down to Miami for that. But we do have a wonderful community. It's one of the most philanthropic in the state of Florida. And it is the Barrier Island, especially a very affluent community. We have a wonderful regional theater here called Riverside Theater. It is a professional theater. They do all of their own props, sets, everything. We don't host traveling Broadway shows there. They are actually a professional theater on their own. And it is a theater that you would typically find in a community of about 2 million people or more. And yet Indian River County, the entire county, has fewer than 200,000 people. So that's principally the Arts Endowment in Vero that affords both Riverside Theater and the Vero Beach Museum of Art. They're about to break ground on a new $85 million museum for the Vero Beach Museum of Art. We also have a ballet. We have the Treasure Coast Symphony. It's all of those arts and cultural efforts are very well supported through the community philanthropy. And of course, we also have golf and boating. It is Florida after all. The nice thing about Vero Beach and Indian River is that the intracoastal up here is about a mile wide. So if you've ever been to South Florida, where the intracoastal in many places is more of a canal that's 100, 300 feet wide. Up here, it feels like a river, and it's actually, we call it the river. So locals will refer to the intracoastal here as river. It makes for wonderful inland fishing and boating. You don't have to have a big boat to safely get out on the water. And so the river is wonderful for that. The Indian River Land Trust exists to buy up riverfront land for no other reason than to make sure that it will be here forever and remain unspoiled and undeveloped. Again, going back to that low density ethos that is such a big part of Vero Beach. We joke that when you travel and you come home to Vero Beach, as you're crossing that causeway to get out to the Barrier Island, your blood pressure drops because it's so easy to get around. And if I have 5 seconds to sell Vero Beach, someone says, "Why do you live in Vero Beach?" I say, because it's easy to live well in Vero Beach. That said, I have been here now for about 16 years. And selling real estate the whole time. I came here from Palm Beach County, so I appreciate the differences between South Florida and Vero Beach. I'm originally from Sweden, so if you're on the call and you speak Swedish and you want to come here, we'll chum it up in Swedish. That'll be fun. We are about depending on where you land in Vero Beach, you're roughly halfway between the Orlando International Airport and the Palm Beach International Airport. So for a lot of travel needs, people will go to either Orlando or Palm Beach. We're sort of in between. But the Vero Beach, as Vero has been discovered in the last 5 or 10 years, our regional airport has continued to grow as well. And now we are proudly the Vero Beach International Airport as of earlier this year. So we just got our own customs port of entry. A lot of it was private air travel in and out of Vero for decades. But right now we do have commercial service daily to Westchester. And JetBlue is actually coming to Vero Beach in December. They're going to start nonstop flights from Vero Beach to JFK and to Boston Logan. We also have direct flights to DC and to upstate New York. And in February, we're excited that American Airlines is coming here too. So before you know it, you'll be able to get from Vero to everywhere, and that's exciting. Certainly, will make travel easier to be able to go from here to the American Airlines hub. What am I missing? What am I missing, Chris? Boating, of course, both deep sea fishing. I mean, people who love to deep sea fish certainly are at home here. The Atlantic is known for that, and but the inland fishing is great as well, as is the pleasure boating. As you would expect with a relatively affluent community, there are lots of dining options as well, casual and fancy. We have a number of fabulous private clubs if you want to end up in an amenitized club community. The 3 largest in Vero Beach that may be known to some of you are Johns Island, Orchid Island Golf and Beach Club, and then the planned community of Windsor, which has very strict architectural criteria. It's reminiscent of Alice Beach in the Panhandle, if anyone is familiar with that, aesthetically speaking. We have a number of other great private clubs as well, of course, that don't have a residential component or requirement. Quail Valley, the Moorings, Riamar Country Club, Bent Pine, Red Stick. We also have great public and municipal courses, so there's no shortage of golf options here. Speaking about real estate pricing, well, I guess we can do healthcare first. Sorry. So a few years ago, Cleveland Clinic took over the Indian River Hospital. So we have a Cleveland Clinic here and the Scully Welsh Cancer Center that is part of Cleveland Clinic. Ample opportunity here for all types of concierge medicine. That's certainly been something that has exploded as well in recent years. And so you can find a concierge doctor with just about any specialty you'd like. Of course, lots of PT and rehab should you need it. And Orlando Health recently took over the Sebastian River Hospital, which is just to the north. And we have a trauma hospital just to the south in Lawnwood. It's called Lawnwood in Fort Pierce. So, and then as far as real estate, let's talk about that. So on the Barrier Island, the median sales price for homes here is 1.3 million, but they average 1.9 and can go up to 27 million. Condos on the Barrier Island, median sale price of 650. That'll get you a nice oceanfront condo. The average is a little higher, and top sales for condos are in the $4 to $5 million range. On the mainland, you'll find dramatically more affordable housing, and a lot of that, it's actually, I mean, there's tremendous value to be had on the mainland because that's where most of our new building is happening. The Barrier Island is either principally built out or preserved as natural preserves. So our new communities are on the mainland. You can buy a new home in the 400 to 500 range. Single family homes on the mainland go up to about 3 million. There are a lot of sides to Vero. There are cattle ranches here. There are folks who live on orange groves. We have people who go fishing via airboat with the alligators, just not too far west. And then you have the opera and the ballet and the symphony and all of that as you go farther east. So whatever it is you're seeking, we have something for everyone here. And mainland homes, 400 to 500. Condos on the mainland can start around 160 and go up to about 2 million for some of the more luxury waterfront condos on the mainland side. Am I missing anything, Chris?
No, I think you got it, man. I think
Okay.
you want, I want you to share these
Sure.
properties,
Yeah.
but I think you hit the nail on the head. I just got to say this. What you said about your blood pressure lowering as soon as you drive over the bridge is so spot on. It literally, I'm a guy that lives in South Florida and I deal with a little bit more traffic than Vero Beach.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the second I go there, whether it's I have meetings there, or I'm just going to meet Rich for a cigar, it's incredible. Like you just get this feeling of peace that comes over your body. So that alone is worth it.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest difference between Vero and any other place that I know of in Florida. And it's just very easy to get around here.
Yeah.
And it's good that my blood pressure goes down when I go over the bridge because my doc says it's a little high. So that's I
Well,
need
thank
to
God you have good health care there.
I need to drive over the bridge more. These two that I picked out for you, the one on the left here, 60 Beachside Drive. That's a fabulous, completely renovated condo that is almost 3,400 square feet. That's 3 beds, 3 baths with an office. That is in Orchid Island Golf and Beach Club. So that's a private community, fully amenitized with golf, fitness, pickleball, beach club, spa, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a wonderful opportunity if you're looking for a turnkey lifestyle where you don't really need to leave the property if you don't want to. The one on the right there, that is an example of an absolutely darling little oceanfront home. So this is not, this is completely standalone. It's on an 86-foot oceanfront lot, 2,600 square feet, not big. I call it a perfect little pied-à-terre if you want something that is completely move-in ready and done to the nines. Top to bottom, your own little oceanfront paradise.
I think everyone on this webinar is saying, yeah, I'll take it.
Come on down. Let me show you
Step
around.
out to the ocean. You're gonna have a competitive bidding situation going on. Rich, thank you so much, my
You're
man.
so welcome.
You are amazing. So I guess, Rich, if I was calling you the unofficial mayor of Vero Beach, I guess I have to say Jackie Feldman is perhaps the queen of Palm Beach County. So, oh, Jackie, you're muted.
There we go.
There you are. Oh, one
Now
more time.
I'm here. I don't necessarily know I'm the queen, but thank you for that.
You're welcome, Jackie.
It's
If you
very
don't
kind.
mind, you know, and I, both Jackie and I both live in Palm Beach County. I am building a little north of where Jackie lives down in Boca, but Jackie is just a consummate professional, will advise you on what's best for you, whether it's South Palm Beach County or North Palm Beach County. So take it from here, Jack.
Thank you. Richard, I
Welcome.
miss you. I miss you. We need dinner.
Oh, let's get together soon.
I do. We have to. And give Cindy my love. Thank you. I am so happy to be here to tell you about Boca Raton. And everyone thinks Boca Raton is where their grandparents lived. I mean, that's really the way that it was. Those days are long gone. It is, honestly, it's because of the desirability to be here. The homes tend to command a premier price. I was born in Philadelphia, moved to Miami, grew up in Miami, and kind of migrated my way up here. And I've been in Boca Raton for 23 years. I can tell you that it's a bubble. We are in this magical bubble that I just adore. I happen to live in a neighborhood. There are very few neighborhoods that are so exclusive when you're east. And it's called Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club. We are a golf and water community, which is unique in and of itself. There is an amazing country club. Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club is, of course, what it's called. Jack Nicklaus Golf Course, just incredible. Home ownership is completely separate from the club membership. That is something you have to go and apply for. It's not mandatory. But we are also lucky enough to have the icon, the Boca Raton Hotel and Club, within steps from this neighborhood. And I can tell you, since Michael Dell has purchased it, the amount of money that he has put into it has far surpassed, I think, all of our expectations. The improvements that have been made are just spectacular. My husband and I pinch ourselves because we literally can just take our golf cart over, walk over, the restaurants that are there, the shops, the amenities. They have a beach club. There's a hotel on both sides of the beach club and the hotel. Just absolutely spectacular. You have your condos on the ocean. You have incredible restaurants all around Boca Raton, shopping. It's very, very exclusive. It's just an incredible place to be. The waterfront is a big deal. And of course, that does create a higher tax bracket. Very high net worth clients do head this way, but there is a variety of pricing. I think condos probably on an average might be, on the low end. If you're on the east side, the lowest part might be 800, but it goes way above that. I mean, there's homes that are over 200 million. So you have a vast majority of property and housing choices here. I mean, it's just absolutely spectacular. And I feel blessed to live here, honestly. What am I missing, Chris? You tell me.
We got another slide coming, your little video of the Boca Raton.
Which is what I was just talking about. So
Yep.
you have this magnificent golf course, tennis, pickleball, gym. I mean, the amenities are just endless. Yes, there's a membership fee. That it goes without saying. There's an initiation fee, and I believe right now they're going to raise it again, but they are at this point in time $95,000, and your dues are about 18 or 19,000 now. We were lucky to get in a long time ago because things have changed, but you are definitely getting what you're paying for. It's priceless.
Amazing place.
It really, really is. And we just love going there. I mean, honestly, it's just, I can't even believe that we live across the street from it. It's really, really special.
And I
So-
know, Jackie, we're coming up against time, but like
Yes.
everything that's going on in Boca, where you
Mhm.
said, with all the money that's being invested in Boca, and then don't even get me started on West Palm Beach with everything that's going
Crazy.
on there. You can't go 2 blocks in West Palm Beach without running into a crane, and they're calling that Wall Street South now because so
It
many
is.
financial institutes are moving down to West Palm Beach. So
You've got
all of
Larry
Palm Beach-
Ellison from Oracle. You've got Ken Griffin, Steve Wynn. You've got all these people moving out there.
Yeah.
Not to mention our Panther National, which is just
it's amazing. Yeah,
spectacular. It's amazing.
There's so much building, there's so much development going on, and we're at the forefront of it all. So, Jackie, I know if anyone wants to move down this way on the East Coast and anywhere they're interested in anything in Palm Beach County, they're going to reach out to you.
I would hope so. I would love to help them. I love what I do and I love people, and it would be my pleasure.
Yeah. And we have, we don't have to, we don't want to hold you guys up, but there's amazing hospitals, amazing, you guys talked about the concierge health. You literally can throw a stone and hit 6 of them on every block now in Boca. It's unbelievable, but it's a great thing.
Yes,
know?
we have great.
Jackie, do you want to talk a little bit about these two amazing properties you have?
Yes, yes, and they really are amazing. So this one house is just a skip and a jump south of Boca, but it's a very sought after waterfront boating community called Lighthouse Point. And this home is a brand new home. It is truly, I walk in it all the time and I I'm in awe of it. It was built by the Patterson Development Group. The house is just beyond a boater's dream. It has multi-dockage. It's 161 feet on the water. It has its own one-of-a-kind. The seller spent an exorbitant amount of money on this one-of-a-kind boat lift that can hold well over 100,000-pound boat on there. It's all different. I mean, you can put Sea-Doos, anything you want there. It's a party home, entertaining home. It's just beautiful, and it is all furnished inside by Michael Gray Interiors. Just beautiful. The other home that I have is in East Boca Raton, and it is in an area called Boca Villas, also known as Golden Triangle. It is a very, very sought after up and coming neighborhood. You still have some homes that are, a little bit tear down, if you will, but it's happening so rapidly because the walkability to all of the restaurants, the shops, Meisner Park, Royal Palm Place, East Palmetto Park Road, which I'm sure not everybody knows what that is, but if you come see me, I will definitely take you and show you. This house is pretty much a brand new home, turnkey. It's actually clients of mine that just bought it and they decided they wanted to be on the waterfront, so they have another house under contract and selling this. And I am telling you, the house there's no stone unturned. This house is just magnificent.
Amazing place. Jackie, I can't thank you enough. You are amazing at what you do and who you are.
And we are lucky to have you. That's all I can say, but you know that. You know how I feel.
Thank you. You're sweet. So guys, I would just ask you if you're out there and you're watching and you have your phone, which all of us do, right? Just go and give us a follow at OneSir and at Premier Sir, because we'll keep you updated on everything that's going on in Florida. And I promise you, when it comes to be November, December, you're going to be looking at that and saying, oh, that sunshine looks really, really good. That ocean looks really good right now as you're putting on your hats and your scarves. Anyway, I just wanted to say, guys, whether you're looking for waterfront views or city vibes, One Sotheby's International Realty and Premier Sotheby's International Realty will have you covered in every capacity. Take it from a kid from upstate New York. I grew up in Syracuse, New York. My first 21 years of my life were in cold Syracuse, and then I transitioned to the only place in the world probably colder, and I went to university at Niagara University. So I'm used to cold weather. I'm used to snow. It is much warmer in Florida, and dare I say, Deirdre might kill me for saying this, I think it's more fun down here. So if you're thinking about making that transition, please allow us to guide you in that and talk to you. And first of all, let me just say a huge thank you to Deirdre and to Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty for inviting us on. And we do things like this a lot because we really are big on our network and working together up, back and forth from north to south and east to west. So Deirdre, I can't thank you enough for allowing us this time to spotlight some of our favorite places in Florida. And you are amazing. And thank you for all that you do up there for us.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. And thank you to your team, to Jackie and Richard. And thank you, Jackie, the other Jackie, and your team, Ryan and Roberta. You were all wonderful. And I want to mostly thank everyone who shared in today, because we did this for you. And I'm again proud of our network, but I'm also proud that we work for such an incredible brand that represents luxury, right? We represent luxury, but it's not luxury because of price point. You saw some amazing properties, but we will provide luxury in the sense of service, regardless of the price point. So we're all here to help you with your next move. And thank you for being with us all this evening. All the best. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.